Well, it's just a little before 5. I am walking down from the drinking fountain towards I-10 in the distance. That's what those little lights are. I'm on the paved road, so don't need any light. And my headlamp has managed to drop out, probably back at the campground in Idlewild. So I'm doing this on phone light. And whatever other light shows up. So should be fairly straightforward across the flats once this road ends. Guess I'll find out. Anyway, it's a nice morning. It's probably 50 degrees. Cowboy camp last night. After that long downhill, boy, that was a lot of miles yesterday. I don't seem to have any deficits, but my feet, body were really tired, and I pumped a lot of electrolytes late in the day, so I think that helped. Only one small little cramp on the right thigh. That was it. All right, let's walk. Okay, it is Sunday, the 3rd of April. I made it down the mountain yesterday to the drinking fountain where I cowboy camped, and then this morning made it out and then up and snagged the RV. I'm now sitting in the RV recuperating from what was many more miles than I would have really wanted. I kind of thought the big downhill would sort of mitigate the bigger mileage, and I guess to some degree it did, but when I got to camp last night, I had basically been walking over 12 hours. So my feet were not injured, but definitely tired, and the rest of me was pretty tired. I'd been sucking down electrolytes all afternoon as much as possible. So last night my cramping was very minimal, but interestingly enough, this morning and kind of like right now, the fingers on both of my hands, the little finger and ring fingers, are a little crampy. So clearly I was grabbing my trekking poles, and I was trying to think about that and just hold them very loosely, but I guess I was grabbing them enough because the trail was very rocky in places. It just there were lots of instances where you could catch your foot or something, so I wanted those poles at the ready, especially toward the end when I was tired and it was a little more difficult to see clearly, and I was moving as quickly as possible because my ETA at camp kept getting later and later, even though I didn't think I was moving slower and slower, but clearly I was. The morning is definitely the time of day to feel energized and go. But anyway, so I'm here recovering, and I'll do that all today. And initially I was going to repark the RV and head off to Big Bear tomorrow. I'll have to kind of see this afternoon. It's still not even noontime here, and I've cleaned up and just eating and drinking fluids and all that stuff. Snagged another headlamp at Walmart. This Ozark Trails battery / rechargeable battery thing, which is probably weighs X amount times more than my little NU-25, which I'm pretty sure dropped out of my hip belt pocket yesterday morning leaving the campground in Idlewild. So I've dialogued with them, and if they find it, they'll let me know. But I don't expect them to. Anyway, so now I'm, and actually I had a little tiny mag light. It's like runs on one AAA battery, and I thought I was carrying it. Turns out I was, even though I dug through my hip belt pockets last night in the dark using my phone light. I somehow did not see it. Turned out it wasn't an issue because the phone light and the ambient light and whatnot last night and this morning was enough to get me where I needed to go. So anyway, but yeah, I'll continue to carry that just in the unlikely event that I do need some artificial light, and I'd rather not use the phone for that and save the phone for other needs. Anyway, that's the story. It's a coolish day here at the Morongo Casino RV lot, and I'm going to spend the rest of the day recovering and resting. 6 p.m. on Sunday. Been resting and recuperating all day in the RV. Still feeling a bit tired from yesterday's long day, miles, and the big downhill at a pretty brisk pace. So add all that up, and it's no surprise that I'm feeling pretty depleted. Anyway, I think I will take a few zeros here, get back on track, and I project I will feel willing, ready, and able to continue to Big Bear shortly. In the meantime, it's nice to be back in the RV, and yeah, the big challenge, more than likely, with bouncing the RV will be getting back to the trailhead to hike northbound to the RV. There'll be some towns and places where it'll be more of a challenge than others. So I will face that as I approach. So far, the next town or two, I think I have dialed in. Only time will tell. Anyway, that is the story. And it's kind of cool and overcast here in the Cabazon area. I know the temps are going to start to warm up, so I'll probably have a day or two in weather warmer than I would like until I get some elevation up toward Big Bear. But the upside is that I'll be next to water until that happens, so I'll have shade and water to get me up in elevation, and then it'll be all good. All right, pick this up mañana on Monday, tomorrow.